My name is Moumita Das. I go by Mo. I'm a professor of physics at the Rochester Institute of Technology, and I am co-organizing a workshop which is called Expanding the Palette of Mathematics in Biology, and I'm co-organizing it with Wallace Marshall, who is a professor of biology at the University of California, San Francisco. So I'm a theoretical physicist by training, and my research is at the interface of physics and biology. And the main question I'm after is why are living systems like cells and tissues, on one hand, they are very soft and squishy, but at the same time, they are very robust to damage and they are very resilient. So what are sort of the mechanistic principles that is responsible for them being this way? One of the living systems I study is cartilage tissue, which is this thin tissue which is present in our knees and elbows in our joints. Our body doesn't really make new cartilage once we are past a certain age. So it has to be really sort of long-lived and resistant to damage, right? And what are sort of the mechanistic principles that give rise to cartilage-like tissues? Because if you understand that, it would be great for making good replacements for cartilage. It would allow us to sort of predict when surgical intervention is necessary. The main goal of our workshop is to get people from biology, coming from math, coming from mathematical biology, to connect these two, to address outstanding questions in biology using the type of math that is not used conventionally. Things like large language models and AI have allowed us to sort of analyze big data in a way and find patterns in a way that was not possible before. That makes it a right time to sort of also see if there are types of math that can be applied to sort of get a better idea of what these sort of universal or common sort of characteristics are between different biological systems, but also new questions have arisen and come up because of technological advances. So we need new types of math to also answer some of these new questions. One of my favorite examples to describe something like this is when we get flu, a virus is attacking our body. One of the cells that fights off infections in our body are white blood cells. But white blood cells don't necessarily live at the location where you are getting infected. So they might have to travel from wherever they are to the location of the infection, and they might have to squeeze through really narrow sort of regions to get there. To understand how this is happening, you would need scientists and mathematicians from different fields, engineers or biophysicists who measure why these white blood cells are squishy and how easily they can squeeze through things. You might need mathematicians that can mathematically write down equations that describe how fast they can move. NITMB is the right place to do this in terms of both bringing people together from different fields and already being a place where, there is appreciation and nurturing of that kind of, science at the interface of math and biology, but also support for junior researchers to come and participate. All of this made NITMB a really good sort of home for this workshop.